What's up, everybody? It's your host of the most, Nick. Man, first video, 2022.
Come on.
Come on, man. Hey, we made it. We made it. We're here. Dude, I don't even know how to start this now because, new year, new us.
New me.
Yeah, new year, new me, right? Anyways, welcome back to Keep It Central, man. It's your host of the most, man. Just quick, before we get into our guest real quick, this is the man right here, let me tell you.
Pause.
Jeez, man, you got it? Okay, whatever. Merch coming out February. I made an announcement. If you haven't seen it, go watch our last video. As well as sponsorships too. We're taking sponsorships as well, not only for Keep It Central, but for the studio and everyone here as well. We are, like, subscribe, do what you guys do. Always, you already know. Hit the bell, notifications. Dude, we got another guest today, man. A guest that I've been wanting on since I met him, and he's just a cool dude. He's the other half of Creative Culture with Nemo. Aaron, how you been, man?
What's up, bro?
I've been good.
Yeah.
How's everything with you? You good?
I'm good, man. Yeah, we're just kicking off the year and, just hungry to create. So we're excited. We're ready for the new year and what it brings.
Yeah, man, dude. There's so much I want to talk about. Let's get into YouTube for you, man.
Okay.
How'd you get started? Like, was it just one day you're just like, hey, I want to do it, or was it just like, no, like I feel like this is something I want to do? Like, how'd you get started?
Yeah. I actually I got inspired by this dude named Christian Guzman.
Okay.
He is the founder, CEO, all that of Alpha Elite and Alpha Land, who just launched their big old campus yesterday too.
Oh, really?
So he's been making YouTube videos for years, and he's somebody that got me into fitness, and really motivated me and inspired me to start making videos, and just started filming myself in the gym. And I had already been kind of working out for like probably a year and a half or so. So it really motivated me to just make content and document my journey from there. And then it kind of just developed over time. Like, I'm married, and
congratulations.
I mean, I've been married.
Yeah,
so,
been married, but congratulations. I'm not married yet.
Yeah. So we, our goal was to kind of document and create memories for her family that were still living in Washington, to kind of keep up with what we were doing.
Oh, cool.
And that's how, that kind of whole thing kind of changed. And that's what we've been doing for probably the last 5-6 years now.
And now you're here now. You're no longer in Washington. You're now in Fresno, California.
Fresno.
The Central Valley, baby.
559.
Yes, sir. I would say, like, I've seen a couple of your videos, and you are an editing genius. Like, bro, like some of the edits I've seen, like with you do it, and even Nemo has said it too. You're insane, bro. Like, where did you learn that over time, or do you think it was kind of more of like a natural kind of like, oh, I think this is like looks better, type thing?
Bro, well, first off, thank you. But no, I think it's something I've learned over time. I think everyone has like their own creative eye, and it's funny because creativity is subjective. So somebody might think it's creative, somebody might think it's not.
Yeah.
So like everyone has a different eye, but I think it's just something that I've learned to get into, and I think a lot of that inspiration still came from like Christian Guzman, and his kind of style. And I always say like a cinematic-y type of cinematic-y. It's not even cinematic type of
cinematic,
style, and that's what I like, and I love like that filmmaker style. And that's something that I was wanting to not necessarily get into filmmaking, but I just like the look. I like the aesthetic, and that's kind of where I draw like my inspiration from. Something that looks sick, a sick edit, sick cinematic edit type of thing.
Okay, so you've been doing, you said workouts, right?
Yeah.
I'm taking it like motivation as well comes along with that. Not only just like motivating yourself, but also motivating others through the camera and whoever the targeted audience is, or your viewers. Is there like a time or like a video that kind of stands out in your mind, as in like a certain thing that you said that kind of maybe got a lot of feedback that everyone was like, yo, I really like that. I think that's like is there anything that you can recall from that?
I mean, I don't remember one that like got a ton of feedback, but one that sticks out to me was I did probably like 2 years ago now. I called it Turn the Page, just because it was a time in my life where I was still like hanging on to a lot of the things like from high school and a lot of things from the football league that I did, and just trying to hold on to all that stuff instead of like, okay, all right, it's time to like move on. And I think a lot of people go through that of holding on to old glories and old like highlights of what they used to be and just the past. But it was a video that I made that just had all of these different clips of everything that I had done probably in the last 3 years before that, of that I was still trying to hold on to. Like we talked about it a little bit about I wanted to start another league and all that kind of thing. And it was just a video that kind of like said, hey, all right, so that's done. Like it's time to turn the page. It's time to start fresh, and it's not who I am anymore, you know? So, that's the one that sticks out to me the most. As soon as you said that, I just came in my head. So
yeah, it's crazy. And speaking of starting a league, is a flag football league. Right? We were literally just talking about this with Nemo. But for our next video, I mentioned this because we already recorded it. But for our next video, it's with Nemo. So for everyone that's watching, next week is Nemo.
The GOAT.
Yeah, the guy, man. He's the guy that's behind this wall, and he's listening to everything we're saying right now. But we mentioned that we are doing like a flag football league type thing, and we said like, yo, if you're from the Fresno Clovis area, come out. Like we don't mind it at all. We like to meet like, I guess, our quote unquote like fans, you know, in a way, but also just kind of like grow community and you know, just meet with our viewers, you know. And I think that would be like a really, really dope thing, you know, to where, you know, they can interact with us and we can just, you know, be cool. Like we're not like above them in any certain way just because we do this, you know. We're just normal people just like you, you know. What was something that was what was like the challenge for you in starting that? Like everyone talks about, oh, like how great it was, but like what's like the one challenge that, like, obviously because we want to start, you know, kind of doing that too as well, but like what's one challenge that we need to start maybe like thinking of ahead of time before we like run into that issue
with the flag football league?
I
think the hardest thing for me was not having a team around me, because when you actually like start a league, you got to start thinking about everything from A to Z, from officiating to field to who's painting the field to equipment to the rosters to the rules to everything that you can think of. And I think for me it was a lot. Luckily I was engaged, but I wasn't married yet. I might have been married at the end of it, but I had the time to do it. And if you don't have a team or someone that's like a single dude or lady that's got the time to put into that of growing the league, of reaching out to people, because it's like a full-time job, it feels like, at least to the level that ours got to. I think my biggest mistake was not having people that could handle like the weight of what we were doing around me, like that extra support. You know?
They just didn't have enough time to put like 100%, or like even like
not even that. I think it was they weren't passionate about it like I was either. Like I was gonna do and spend, you know, that's another big part of it, whatever I had to do to make the league go to the next level, to get it exposure, to make it a nice quality product. Because like when I do something, bro, and I get passionate about something, and Nemo will tell you the same thing. Like I am full 1,000%.
Just like he
running.
is.
Yeah. Facts. That's why we get along so well.
Oh, bro. But you both are like that. And I think that's why, you know, creative culture is where it's at.
Yeah.
Because both you guys, same mind, same like motor, same motivation. And that's why it's to where it is. And you guys are exploding like crazy.
Thank you,
and
bro.
It was funny because Nemo was like, dude, I've never seen anybody, like when it came to me, it was like, oh, I've never seen anybody, you know, go as fast as you, like with the subscribers and with the views and stuff. And then I was like, bro, but what are you talking about? Like you guys just like shut up, and you guys have been doing this way less than I have. But yeah, so I think that's also really, really dope. We can actually talk about that.
Yeah.
We can go into that. Dude, creative culture.
Whatever you want, bro.
Creative culture.
Creative culture.
Creative culture, man. How did that start? Like where what was the conversation like between you and Nemo, and like, hey, I want to start a podcast?
Yeah, for sure. It's something I think we were both thinking about. I know he had mentioned it, that he just missed. I could tell in the style of content he was doing too. and posting. I'm like, oh, this dude needs another podcast. And
Yeah.
I was in the position to where I've been wanting to do something like that. And probably like almost 2 years ago now, he actually asked me to join his first podcast to be his co-host. And at the time I was like, I had gone in my head. It's so crazy because at the time I was telling myself I need to start saying no to people. And because I was just taking on too much. I just didn't have time, especially I think at that time about to be a dad or just became a dad, obviously married. So that, you got to put time into all that stuff and then work and just everything else I was doing. I was just like, nah, man, I can't, 2 years ago, I don't have the time, but, maybe next, down the road, who knows what that looks like. But how this one started, I think we were both in a situation to where we wanted to do something creatively together. And it's something we always wanted to do together, but we didn't know what it looked like.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't remember who texted who, but it might have been me texting him like, hey, you down to like do a podcast? Or we might have been talking about a podcast, and it came up to like, you want to do it together? And I don't think it was even a question to like, the answer was yes. I don't remember how it was, who said what, but it was like quick, yes. Okay, what's next? Like it was like,
what do we
let's
do?
do it. Well, now what? Logo? Name?
Yeah.
So we started, brainstorming a name and going back and forth for a couple days about that. And we finally came up with a name, Creative Culture, and we just like it vibed, bro. It was a vibe.
It was a great name.
Yeah.
It was a great name.
And then from there, it's branding and all that. Graphics is what we do and what we're about. We love social media and just everything that goes into that behind the scenes. So that was all easy for us to kind of come up with a look and something really creative. So that's kind of how it started. And, as soon as we started filming, we're like planning things out and building out our schedule for like, I think we're scheduled through January now. And been going, it's beginning of January right now when they're listening to this, or I don't know when they're gonna listen to this, but
it's this week. So it's literally the first week of the new year, man. Yeah.
So we literally hit the ground running, and we've been going now for a little over a month, probably like 6-7 weeks is how long we've been doing it. And all God, man, like we can't take credit for any of that, but we're just trying to create a space to where we are authentically ourselves. Being genuine with our conversations, and we want to talk to people that don't have the same opinions as us.
Oh yeah, of course.
But I think that's really what it is, and hopefully it keeps growing.
Yeah, dude, I'm super happy for you guys, because I like, obviously anyone that comes in into the studio, I want them to do good. Like I know Nemo doesn't think like no one's like higher than another. I feel like we're all on an even playing field, no matter if you got 100,000 subscribers or you just got 100, like, and you've been in this less time. Like I feel like no one's above another.
No.
Here. And I don't think that's ever gonna change. And so, dude, I'm just super happy for you guys, man. And I want to talk about some low key, some like achievements. You guys went viral.
Yeah,
bro, you went viral, and dude, and next week you'll hear Nemo's take on it, but I want to hear your take.
Viral?
What was that like? Like, did you just sitting there like a standstill? Like,
yeah, I mean, luckily, bro, I've actually had a few videos do pretty good. So me and my wife V, we actually did like online ministry for a while.
Oh, really?
And so we had like this page that we built, and it blew up over COVID and over quarantine. When everyone was home, there wasn't church to go to. So we're like, hey, let's create a space to where, we're reaching those people that don't have rides to church, maybe don't feel comfortable going to church or anything like that. So we actually created this platform called The Shift. And we did that for like a year, to where we were talking about Jesus. We were singing songs and just creating really creative like illustrations for, points in the Bible creatively. And we had some videos pop off there, and that's actually the first time we went viral. We had some videos probably get over 500,000 views. Reels, when Reels was going crazy.
Whoa, that's just mind blowing.
It's cool and it's overwhelming.
Oh yeah.
I'll talk about the very first time it happened. With that, I think it was a video actually with V. I don't know if you met her yet.
I did meet her at church when you guys were when you guys were over with us.
Okay. Yeah, she was singing a song, I think was one of the videos, and that just went crazy. Like you'd look at it and thousands more viewed it, and it just keeps going, and then Like, you try not to look at it because you're like, you're not supposed to care about views. And that's what you're told.
But at the end of the day, there's like something inside you that's like, I kind of want to look at it.
Especially the first time it happens, for sure. And then, I had some other ones to where I'm talking about like an illustration in the Bible, like specific, a story or something, an illustration, and those just took off. I remember one of the first ones I did is, what is sin? Very quick. What is sin? That was the question I did with the voiceover, and that took off. And it's cool. The only thing that makes me nervous all the time is just how much hate like you get.
Yeah. I know you guys, I mean, we talked about it a little bit earlier today, like before we started recording this. Like, that's crazy. Like, you would think like, yo, like this is like an encouraging message. Like, why are people like doing that to you? Like, what did you do? Like,
yeah, and that's the thing, bro. You can't take it personal because I did at first, and I wanted to like clap back at people because I was small. Like, we had at that time maybe like 500 followers or whatever on Instagram. But one of the things that I've learned is you have to create like this callus that whether you get comments or not, like it doesn't affect you. Like whether you get 100,000 views or not, doesn't affect you. And that goes for most definitely the hate that you're going to get. Because when you go viral, you're going to get hated on. No matter if it's you giving money to somebody, or if it's you talking about Jesus, or it's you talking about sneakers, whatever it is. Someone's going to hate about something for no reason. And
that's crazy.
When we went viral with creative culture, I think my first thought was caring about how Nemo was feeling and the person that we had on was feeling for the video. Yeah. Because I don't care. You can talk as much crap as you want about me. But when it comes to talking mess about my friends or people I care about, that's where it gets really hard for me. Yeah. And so I thought about him right away. I thought about Nemo and I thought about the guy we had on. Yeah. I was like, I hope they're good, because I don't think anyone anticipated, even our guests, like it was going to go like that and boom. Yeah. But I'm like, I hope they're good and I hope Nemo's ready, because this is going to happen, this part of it. But that was my thoughts about it, man. I just get nervous for other people because, like I said, you can talk about me all you want, but I just don't like when my friends are talked about, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so I get that. Yeah, it's like, it's like, bro, you can come at me all you want, but don't involve them, you know? Yeah, I get that. I don't know what it's like going viral quite yet. You will. Eventually, one day, we're just going to have that video that's going to pop off. And honestly, next week, I think it's that video.
Next week's going to pop.
Yeah. Dude, guys, I'm telling you right now, stay in tune for next week. I mean, like, I'm trying to figure out a way to kind of like tell you without spoiling it, the whole thing. If you don't watch this and start crying, then I don't know what else to say, because like it was so deep, and it's with Nemo. Okay. And he kind of shares about, I'm on just kind of talk a little bit about it, but he kind of shares about what he's been through this past year. Mm-hmm. And I've heard it from him off camera, and he's told me, but having to relay that like in front of a camera, in front of viewers, it takes like a boldness to do so, because just the stuff he's been through is just like, you would think like that's crazy, like there's no way. But if it also doesn't show how good God is, I don't know what else does. Yeah. Because literally like it's all about God and how great he is, and kind of like what he's called Nemo to do. Mm-hmm. And I'm telling you, man, you'll see it. But some of the reels I post when that video is going to go up,
it's going to pop.
You're like, people are going to, I pray that this video goes nuts. And I'm trying to even think about what to even call it, like what the title is going to be, because I wanted to make sure like it has to be like kind of like the perfect title, like this is like one I can't just be like, oh, like Nemo blah 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 or something like that, or like Keep It Central, like we all started crying, like I don't know, like it needs to be like with a purpose. It needs to be more than just a title. It needs to kind of
capture that emotion.
Yeah.
In like 6 words.
Yeah, man. Like I thought about it, like God is good, like just simple, like something like that. I don't know. I'm still working on it, but like this next week, I'm telling you, I believe it wholeheartedly. Like, this is gonna be it. This is where God's gonna shine.
Let's go.
This is where Nemo's gonna I wouldn't say shine, but this is when like we're gonna get the ball rolling, because people are gonna be like, dude, there's something about like the boldness of Nemo. There's something about the willingness of Keep Essential to allow this guy to even say something,
Yeah.
you know, as crazy as what he's gonna say. And they're gonna be drawn to it,
Mm-hmm.
and they're gonna be like, man, God is good. There's something different. Like, they got something that I want, and I want to keep seeing it.
And if you know anything about Nemo's story, is that that's like he's been prophesied over. Like,
yeah,
that's
and we
happen.
go into that, but I want to say what I
Save it, bro.
yeah, well, no, I've already said it. It's just that the video is gonna come out after this one.
I know,
It's
you
coming-
gotta save it.
And
Just
so
tease it for now.
well, I've already said it in that video, so I kind of want to hear what you think about it, but I don't want to say it. But we can talk about it off camera.
Yeah, whatever you want.
But no, it was a great conversation with Nemo.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, people are gonna see a lot, and it's gonna be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're gonna be like, no, there's no way this guy went through all that. And I'm like, yeah. And we've been by his side, you know.
God is good,
Brothers,
man. Heck yeah.
But dude, so we got Create Culture out of the way. We got your YouTube out of the way. What do you think about Grace Studios, man, in the future? Because obviously you're gonna be a huge part of that.
Yeah.
You, Joey, Nemo,
Mm-hmm.
I guess myself, I would say maybe. I don't
Mhm.
know, but you're gonna be one of those guys. Like, you're gonna be doing a lot here.
Mm-hmm.
What do you, I heard what Nemo thinks. What do you think is like in store for 2022 in Grace Studios, man?
Yeah, man. I think 2022 is gonna be a really cool like foundation setting year. I think a lot of things are gonna be learned about like what the direction of the studio is gonna be.
Yeah.
And even the conversations that we've just had just amongst, you know, the guys, and just thinking about, hey, do we want to start doing this and that? And I think it's going to be a big foundation year. You know, I don't know that it's going to I don't know what's in store or what God wants to do with it, but I know that we are setting the foundation right now.
He building it.
So yeah, we're just going to keep grinding, man, keep growing, and hopefully growing some exposure for it. And, you know, and whatever God wants to do with it, that's all we're about. At the end of the day, is just keeping Jesus at the center. So as long as he's at the center, I think we're doing pretty all right.
Yeah, it's just some of the stuff that Nemo is like told me off camera and stuff. It's like, bro, what?
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you serious? He's like, yeah, 100%. Like, this is gonna happen. I'm like, dude, like you're that's kind of crazy, but with God, you know, anything's possible.
Crazy faith, bro.
Yes, sir. And then he talked about that in the next episode after this one. He talked about that when we had our conversation. That crazy faith, man, and just going all out. You know, faith of a mustard seed. If I tell a mountain jump and it jumps, you know.
It's all faith.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Just we want to get more exposure for the studio and connect with other creators. I think that's what it's really all about, and what our motivation is. And, you know, just in the few short months that we've actually even tried, because I don't think we've tried to grow yet.
Yeah.
But we've already met like a ton of people, and we're going to continue to do that in 2022. And, you know, you never know what one connection will do. I always say
that is 100% true.
I always say like that about a video. Even like one video will change your life if it pops. You know, one video can change everything.
Yeah, and it may not even be a video that you think would like do good.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden it's just like, whoa, where did
That's
this
how
come
it works,
from?
bro. Like there's no formula. Like there's tips and advice, and we can do all that. But at the end of the day, I don't think anyone has an idea of how the algorithm or they know how the algorithm works, but they don't know what's gonna pick up and what's gonna pop with people. So
yeah, but I say podcasting, you know, a couple years ago was not really a huge thing until it really started to become when COVID hit.
Yeah.
And that's when it started to pick up, and a lot of people are now doing it. You know, it kind of just depends on what the people are feeling.
Yeah, I still think podcasting still at its infancy in the industry in itself. I think YouTube's gonna get on the game. I think YouTube's gonna have its own like podcast like centric kind of area for podcasts. I think it's still just barely starting, and more creators are getting into it, and I think it's just gonna blast off at some point. Even for
just depending when. That's all it is, man.
Yeah.
let's say if you're not doing YouTube, if you're not doing creative culture, if you're not in the studio,
Sure.
what are you doing? Like, what's an off day? Like, if you're not working, you're at home, you're chilling with the wife, the kids.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You watching movies, playing video games?
That's all we're doing. Wife and kids.
That's it.
Wife and daughter.
That's it.
That's all I want to do. Yeah. If I'm not working at my real job, or creating, like I want to be with them. Like that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, I used to play a lot of PlayStation.
Hey,
not anymore.
That's what's up. My PC, but
I'm still trying to get a PS5, but I know all the PC people are like, it's full with the PS5.
Might as well just go with the PC, man.
It's probably the less expensive route right now. Maybe.
I don't know. We'll see. PS5, what, 500?
No, you can't even get one. Like 1,000.
You can't even get one? Yeah, maybe. I think it's a little bit more, but I think it's you're able to do more on the PC than you are.
Yeah.
You know, like you can do other work, like you can do schoolwork on there, but you can also use it for gaming. Like it.
I got a lot of buddies that do it, but yeah, man. If I'm not working, if I'm not doing content or anything like that, I'm just with the fam. You know, watching movies, or I'm trying to get back into exercising. That'll be the other thing I do this year. So
you trying to get back into it?
Back into it, yeah.
Really?
Being consistent with it and getting strong again. And
do you have any PRs? Do you have any PRs for like bench squats?
Nothing impressive. I don't even remember what my numbers are. I don't even have my phone on me, but I'm just trying to get to the 1,000-pound club.
Hey.
So the total between your squat, your bench, and can't even think of the other one right now. Squat, bench,
and
deadlift.
Deadlift.
Yeah. So 1,000-pound total. That's trying to join that club.
I think it's possible.
Oh, for sure. I wasn't too far off, and I hadn't really trained, so like I'm trying to get.
Think about if you actually trained, you know, and you actually like.
I'm trying to get into it, man. It's been hard with the schedule lately and everything going on.
Because you're a busy man. You're very busy. I mean, you got work, you got creative culture. I mean, we know how crazy you are with that. You know, pumping out reels all the time, and I mean those reels are good. So
thank you, bro.
Keep on the work, man.
Trying, yeah.
Dude, it's great, and obviously your editing skills obviously are just out of there. As much as like we say it, it's true, like 100% true. No matter how much time we say it. Me and Nemo and Joey, we're just like, yo,
it means
like,
a lot.
This is the guy, like, bro. This is the guy. Like, you come to Grace Studios, you want him editing. Like, Nemo does a good job, but this is the real guy. This is the guy that you
Shout
want.
out Nemo.
Shout out Nemo, man. And he makes him look good. He makes him look good. You make him look good. They're both good,
bro. Yeah, I'm trying, bro, for sure.
Yeah. So do you have any like hobbies at all? Like what do you like to?
My hobbies is this guy right here. It's my main hobby.
Yes, sir.
Honestly, man, like that's the amount of time I have. Like I like to watch, if I have time, me and the wife, we will watch a series or something on Netflix or whatever it is. But other than that, I'm either creating content in my free time or trying to get back into exercise.
What's your favorite Netflix series?
Oh man, I don't know my favorite, but we just finished Cobra Kai.
Ooh, I heard about it. I don't have Netflix, but I've heard about it.
You don't have Netflix?
I don't have Netflix.
How do you not have Netflix,
bro? I don't have Netflix. I'm sorry.
Borrow someone's account,
bro. I don't have Netflix. Okay, like I literally we had it at one point and then we stopped.
I don't even know. That might be the first time I've ever heard that, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
You never? Yes, yes. I don't have Netflix. Bring it on.
That's
Judge me all you want.
I don't think there's any judgment. I just surprised.
Yeah, I don't have Netflix. I have Disney Plus though.
I do too. That's great.
Disney Plus is literally in my mind, Disney Plus and ESPN Plus. That's all I need.
Mandalorian. That's amazing.
Dude, I am a huge Star Wars fan. I can talk Mandalorian. Book of Boba Fett just came out.
I haven't seen it. I'm trying to watch that.
Dude, you gotta see it. As people are saying it's boring, I think it's just kind of telling you where it's going, you know?
Episode 1.
Yeah, I mean,
boring.
Yeah. I mean, but
yeah, we just finished Cobra Kai. We finished Hawkeye obviously a couple weeks ago.
Hawkeye was great.
My favorite show of all time is probably Game of Thrones.
Really?
That's probably my favorite show ever.
Nice.
Other than that, just like watching real live games and stuff. Like
Yeah,
football,
I've
basketball, and all
Stranger
that.
Things. That's
Never
my
seen
thing.
it.
Dude. Have you not seen Stranger
How do you,
Things? Like,
have you not seen that? You don't have Netflix.
Okay, so I again, like I said, I had Netflix at one point. I watched Stranger Things when it first came out, and then actually, funny enough, I think they're on their third season, or they're making the fourth right now, and it's coming out very soon. But when the third season came out, I was actually house sitting for a friend.
You binged it.
And they had Netflix, and I binged it all night. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wish I didn't because I was super tired the next morning.
Yeah, I've done that a few times.
But it was in my mind. I think it was kind of worth
You're
it.
just like, one more episode.
Yeah,
One
and
more
you're just
episode.
like, and you're like trying to like Mountain Dew, and you're just like trying to drink to stay awake. Couple monsters
I'd
or
have
rock
monsters
stars
all over the place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but no, I like Stranger Things. I can't wait. I watched a couple episodes of Outer Banks because my friends had it, and we kind of watched it. But my best friends are totally into Outer Banks. I've only seen like 5 episodes of it, so they make references to the show, and I don't get it unless it's in like the first 5 episodes of the first season.
Oh, that's jacked.
And so I'm just like, thanks guys, appreciate it, you know? Oh man. But yeah, man, I don't have Netflix. So sorry to let you down there.
No, I'm not let down. I'm just surprised. No, man, that's what I do with my free time. Like, if I'm not working, that takes a lot of my time, or creating content, or, you know, working for the church or anything like that. I just like to be with the fam, honestly, and do whatever they want to do. So, yeah, my life has changed a lot in priority when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah, for sure. And I bet it does. Obviously, I wouldn't know because I'm a single guy. I don't have a son or a daughter, you know.
Yeah.
I don't have children. So I obviously, but if I was in your position, I'd probably do, honestly, the same thing. You know, I want to spend as much time as I can, you know, obviously because I'm so busy, you know, obviously as you are, I would want to spend as much time with the family.
Yeah. It's a good place to be.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Dude, I want to talk about your kicks real quick because I saw them when you walked in. I don't know if you can see them on the camera, but there's some Kobe's.
Yeah.
Are you like into sneakers and stuff, or are you kind of like?
I just like what looks good, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, like I know Nemo's kind of put me on game about different stuff. I couldn't tell you names of anything or anything, but I love Yeezys. I love
you comfortable.
Like lows. I love Jordan 1 lows that Nemo kind of got me into, and that's pretty much where I'm at. Like I couldn't tell you names or anything like that.
Yeah, I'm kind of into that. I can tell you like the brand of the shoe. Like the Jordan 1s, I can't tell you like the colorway of it.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, how
can.
you could tell the colorway? I was like, dude, I'm just gonna call it like the
red and white ones.
Yeah, I would just say like the Kobe,
the
Kobe Fireball edition. Like I don't know, like Fireball Reds or
the Niner Reds.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I just kind of make up my own.
Yeah,
thing.
I love sneakers. They look dope. I don't know like all the details about them, or if they're the Chicago Bull colorway or whatever it is.
Yeah. I know some that are like iconic, like the Breads. Like those are kind of like iconic Jordan, like an iconic Jordan colorway, or like the Concords. Like those are iconic, or like white cement. You know, like there's some that
I don't even know any of that.
Well, there's some that are like more iconic than like other colorways, just because they either been out longer and they keep putting out the same name, or like the cool grays.
Yeah.
You know, something like that.
Yeah.
Are you big into like fashion? Now that we're kind of like in the topic in the realm, like when it comes to like.
Yeah. I wish I had the money to be more into fashion, but yeah, I love. I don't even know what it's called, like the kind of style I like urban, like I don't know, like I definitely am into it.
Yeah, urban.
Like I love really loose clothes sometimes.
So like baggy.
I love baggy clothes. Really
like big sweatshirts.
Yeah. I like big loose clothing. Like, and I think that's the style right now. Like I went through a phase. Like I just saw this the other day.
Oh no, phases! All the phases are coming back.
Well, a couple years ago, like Chelsea boots and really tight jeans was like,
oh my gosh!
And that's how I would dress, like super long line stuff, and like that's how I was dressed: ripped jeans and Chelsea boots and all that. And now everything's like transitioning to like really like baggy, like sweat type of stuff. And
yeah, like 2000 Soulja Boy. Like
I don't know about that to that extent, but yeah, man, I just like keeping up with the trends as much as I can, and yeah, I like dressing cool. I don't know,
Dude,
comfortable.
I remember back in like 5th and 6th grade, skinny jeans were like the thing, and especially for guys. But girls were the ones that wore skinny jeans, and then somehow the guys adopted that for some reason. And dude,
For some reason.
yeah, I don't know why. I thought it was the stupidest thing ever. Like, as much as I was like, oh my gosh, everyone has skinny jeans. Like, I need a pair of skinny jeans. I had them on, and like I put them, like, there's some that I used to have, and I would like try them on, and I'm like, why would I ever wear these? Like, they're just so ugh. Like, I
In
don't
high
like
school,
it.
for us, colored skinny jeans was a thing.
Yeah.
Different color skinny jeans and Vans was the thing. And Lil Wayne even said it, skinny pants and some Vans.
Yeah.
And that was when I was in high school, everyone had different color skinny jeans. When the Jerk and the Dougie and everyone was doing that, and they had Vans.
Teach me
Like,
how
that
to
was the
Dougie.
thing.
Teach me how to Dougie. No copyright. Teach me how to Dougie.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, I can't sing, so it's all.
They won't
it's
pick
all,
it up.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's all good. And besides, it's whatever. But dude, yeah. So to kind of wrap it up a little bit, I
Yeah.
always do this with my guests. You've watched my videos,
Yeah.
so you know what's about to happen.
Okay.
But dude, can you give any advice, any words of wisdom, to people that just want to start creating, that have a goal set for 2022? Because we just started the new year.
Yeah.
Do you just have anything like words to live by?
Sure. I mean, on both fronts. I mean, if you were trying to get into creating, there's this guy I follow named Sean Cannell. He says, just press record. And like, stop thinking about it. If you actually want to do this thing and you're serious about it, just press record. You got the camera ready in your pocket. Like, you don't need the $1,000 rigs that we have, or whatever they cost. Just press record. Like, if you really want to do it, and then be consistent with it. Do it once a week for 6 months. And then if you're good at once a week for 6 months, go twice a week for the rest of the year. And just keep pressing record. Just keep picking up the camera like you're doing. Like, just keep doing what you're doing, and the right things are going to happen.
Yeah, I like that.
But as far as like, I think I kind of mentioned it earlier. For 2022, even for me, leave the stuff in the past that needs to stay there. Turn the page.
Mm-hmm.
Like, stop holding on to things that you used to do in high school. Stop holding on to things you used to do in college, because we're always changing every single day.
Yeah.
And especially with your feelings, like, I feel one way right now, but tomorrow I'm going to feel a different way.
Mm-hmm.
So set some foundational things in your life and the way that you live that will, no matter what, will always stay the same. And that's pretty much it, man. Live,
Dude,
learn, keep growing.
That's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
because honestly, I want to forget everything that happened. And
Can't
there's
forget.
there's some things I don't want to forget in 2021, but there's also some things that I really do want to forget in 2021, like things that like the stupid
Just
stuff.
leave them behind. Don't forget it. Because if you forget it,
Difference.
what if it happens again?
No, but 2020 we could scratch that year. I can blank out the whole year.
They
from
took it
2020.
from us, so it's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. I don't want that. I don't want that year again. Ever.
I don't think anyone does.
No, I don't know of one person that was like, yo, I want 2020 to happen over again for me. Unless somehow, for some reason, it just went super good and there was like no like global pandemic happening around where you're at.
It's, I mean, global.
I mean, yeah, but I know that's
I mean,
what I'm saying.
Florida, Florida stayed open.
Yeah, this is pretty lit. I want to go to Florida sometime.
Maybe after COVID.
No,
During.
bro,
Okay.
during COVID, it's open. Like, don't matter.
Omicron. What is it? Omicron or whatever. Omicron.
Omicron. Sounds like a
Megatron.
Decepticon, bro. Omicron. coming in.
Megatron's down there right now.
Yeah, he's mobbing up Florida.
He's just vibing with everyone.
Yeah. But anyways, man, thank you for that word, man. That's really refreshing.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
And I feel like I say that every time, but it's honestly true because everyone has their different like kind of like mindset of like how they're going in the next year, or they're just kind of like something they stick to, you know. And honestly, it's good. And I love hearing different people when they give like advice or some type of words to live by.
For sure. Just gotta keep growing, man. And just props to you for doing what you're doing.
Thank you, bro.
Keep it going. Like, I watch every single one of your videos.
Same thing.
And yeah, I'm rooting for you, man. And we're both gonna keep growing together and
absolutely.
doing this thing.
Yeah, well, thank you guys for watching. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. So thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, go subscribe, like, and comment down below if you agree, disagree with anything that we said. And I'll make sure to get back to you because I like to respond to comments, either whether that's a like or thumbs up or whatever. Maybe I'll even, message back to you. You never know. But dude, I'm praying that everything goes great for creative culture with you and Nemo. The studio, obviously. Well, we'll be in the same room together quite a bit, I hope our relationship grows even more.
More stuff.
And yeah, man, dude, I'm excited for this year. I'm excited for you. Keep doing what you're doing, man, because you're gonna take off just like everyone else.
Yeah, man.
And so I'm ready, man.
Let's do it.
Well, anyways, man, that will wrap it up. See you guys next time. Aaron, Nick, we out. See ya.
Peace.